And we're live. I'm doing it live. Well, hey guys, and welcome to Reverse Polarity, where we talk about a movie, a TV show, a candy. I don't know. We talk about all kinds of stuff. We're back. We missed a week because of Thanksgiving. Funny thing, when you do a show on Thursday nights, it just kind of happens, but it's okay. It's okay. Tonight, let's sit back, relax, and kind of enjoy this little tribute to a really crappy movie that we'll talk about in a minute.
Right.
I have a question for you.
Yeah. What you got?
So is like October through November is pumpkin spice, right?
Yeah.
Can we agree on that? It's like, and I think now
Yeah.
September, like September,
Right.
October, November is all pumpkin spice. So December is mint.
Yeah, like peppermint and everything.
Yeah.
Actually, we happened to go to Wendy's,
Yeah.
who now has a peppermint shake.
Yeah. How was it?
I thought it was good. So I thought it was good. I was like, I'm gonna try this. Of course, Bailey's like, the only shake that exists to her is the chocolate Wendy's Frosty. That's the
Of
only
course.
thing.
Yeah,
Like
it's classic.
nothing outside of that, exists to her.
Nothing.
I was like, hey, try this peppermint. And she's like, I don't want to try this peppermint. And she's already laying down because she had to get up at 5:30 in the morning for school or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
So I barged into the room like, try this peppermint. I want to try the peppermint. Try the peppermint. Basically I pulled a reverse Bailey on her, or a Haley, as it were.
Yeah, the kids, that's what they do.
So she takes a drink of it, literally starts gagging.
Really?
Yeah, I could hear her gagging when I left. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Wow.
And I thought it was pretty good.
Well, have you had the Chick-fil-A one yet?
No, but I heard it was way better.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
Dude, they put chunks of candy cane in it. I mean, it's by far, But so the reason why I bring this up is because like in my refrigerator right now, and around the Christmas tribute that I like to call it as our house is, we have a bowl of the little nougat mints that have, that look like the hard, red and
the soft
white
ones,
with the soft ones with a little Christmas tree in the middle.
Right there. Those are
from Brock's. So we got a bowl of those, a bowl, not one bag, but enough to fill a whole fucking bowl. And then in the refrigerator is York peppermint patties in the shape of stars. There's also there's a chocolate company, Ghirardelli's squares.
Those are good. The peppermint bark.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then I noticed on the counter there's another container of bark, and it's just it's like the sheet that someone broke up and put in a thing, and like, here you go. And I was like, okay. And like this morning, Haley and I went to breakfast, and I don't think I've tried their sweet tea. I've had the Chick-fil-A because it's like, as soon as it comes out, Haley sends a text and it's like, have you had yours yet? I'm like, dude, literally it came out like an hour ago. I've had mine.
Calm down.
And it's like, okay. I haven't had the Wendy's yet. It's funny though, because when I was thinking about this, I text the girls and I'm like, Wendy's peppermint frosty, just saying, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, and then like hot cocoa now with it's like, why? But so the question is we can agree that, but why? Is it because of candy canes? I mean, I feel like it's because of candy canes.
It's got to be because of candy canes. That's the only reason.
And
I'm not like a peppermint hater.
No,
but
I
also,
like it.
But also, like, you can't overload on it. Like kind of like Blake is saying here. If you go, you can.
Oh,
go
yeah.
on it.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
You need better toothpaste for one if you're that minty. Yeah. Just saying.
Well, that's like the TikTok memes of the people acting like kids trying real toothpaste for the first time. Why is it so spicy?
Oh yeah, it's not spicy. Oh, dude. Oh, I had the worst experience this morning. I felt so bad. So the little boy that we take care of,
right?
We take him to school in the morning. So Haley takes him to school Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sue takes him to school on Wednesday. And I usually get up on like Tuesday and Thursday and go with Haley to take him to school, because we walk. And it's a lot of fun. So last night he had to stay the night because his sister was going to have tubes put in her ear at like the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
And they were like, we can drop him off. And Haley's like, no. And they're like, we just want him to have to stay the night. And like, yeah, you can stay the night. So stayed the night last night, had a good time, play with him. You know, he just wants to touch all the Christmas stuff and just press the button. We got shit that makes noise and he loves it. He's just having a great time. And then Haley, of course, has the star scene in her room. And so they go to sleep. In the morning, I get up and I'm like, hey, have you brushed his teeth? And he's 3 and a half.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. And I was like, don't you think we should brush his teeth? And she's like, I mean, you can if you want. Now, this is like the pickiest kid in the world. I mean, I've talked about him before. It's like he eats literally like 3 things, and that's like French fries and hash browns. He's graduated onto like hash browns now, and he likes Chick-fil-A fries. Like Chick-fil-A fries are like God to him.
So starch.
He likes popcorn. He likes goldfish, which he calls mini sharks. He likes some pizza. Ends. And I think that's it. Oh, and he likes muffins. He likes the little bags, the little Hostess bags of muffins.
Who doesn't like those?
With the 4 muffins inside of it. And then he likes one kind of gummies. And that's it. That's all this kid will eat. And it's so hard to like feed him because that's all he'll eat. It's frustrating. So I know how picky he is. And like he's just, you wanted to no. And you're like, you sure? No. Okay. So I go to brush his teeth, and oh my God, I don't know if it was bad. It was bad because like he doesn't know how to spit. So
it was like
he's just like and I'm like, oh my God. So it's like I gotta like put water in his mouth and rinse it out, and you know I'm like, oh, I need like a squirt bottle. It's just kind of like hold his head over the faucet. It was so sad, and I was just, and he cried all morning, like the whole way to school. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, man. You know, it's like, but shit, like, it was the worst. But yeah, since you mentioned toothpaste, that was mine. I felt so bad, and like I had to carry him the whole way to school because he was just so devastated. You know, and he just you know. Haley had him laughing by then, but he was just like, it was just so bad. I felt so terrible. I was like, dude, what?
You burned him with toothpaste.
Burned him with toothpaste, man. I was like, shit. Oh, well, you know.
Yeah.
Dean's a big meanie. Oh, for sure, man.
You should have gave him some of the Listerine too. Like not the blue mint shit, but like the yellow, like the pea looking kind that's super strong.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. All right, the best sweet tea is random, small town, 300 miles from civilization, maiden grandmother who fully plans on killing you with the amount of sugar. Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Dude. I mean, you know, I purposely drink tea. Like, I don't just like randomly drink the stuff. It's like if I'm getting ready to teach a class, there needs to be a bottle of tea nearby because I need the like, woo.
Yeah.
But
what's your go-to tea then? Like what brand? If you're buying it.
I can tell you this stuff I don't like. I don't like Honest Tea. Like that stuff.
I don't think I've had it.
That's disgusting. The one that's in the square bottle is okay.
I've seen it. I don't think I've tried it though.
Snapple's always an easy one. Like
Snapple.
Tea, like everything Snapple. I like if there's a peach or raspberry, I'll take that. I think the worst tea, hands down, the shittiest tasting tea I've ever got, where it was just like, are you guys serious? Like you're selling this shit? Like somebody should be killed, not fired, killed. Was when we were at Mobile Solutions with Orca, they kept getting me tea from Starbucks because they'd always do the Starbucks run. Like, what do you like? And I'm like, I don't know, give me a tea, like a peach tea or something. And it was like some kind of a tea, I don't know what, with like,
is it like a green tea type thing?
I don't know what it was. But there was like a drip of raspberry in it, and it was just enough to where it was like, is that raspberry? I feel like that could be raspberry. It could also be bird shit. I don't know. But I mean, I would drink it because it was like, it was that or
someone
nothing.
spent $5 on this.
Yeah. If not much. Gold Peak. Yeah, there you go. Gold Peak is good. You know, Publix tea, like we have Publix here, and they have really good sweet tea.
I like Milos, like the ones you could buy the gallons of. That's what we
I
do
would
here.
never buy a gallon of. Oh
Yeah.
God, no, no. The
Well,
girls would.
we got. Would they drink it all?
Oh no, they would
Oh,
kill you. Like if you
oh,
showed up with a gallon of tea, they'd be like,
yeah,
"You're never coming over again. Just leave. Take that with you and get the hell out
yeah.
of here. You're not coming in." Yeah, Milos. I'll have to check out.
We pretty much all drink tea around here. So like, if you get the gallon, and
Yeah.
usually, I mean, we get the sugar free stuff, but it's
No.
still to me is pretty good.
Fuck that. Why would
Yeah,
I'm drinking it for. I drink tea like people drink coffee. Like you
yeah.
need, but I don't need it in the morning. Like I drink maybe one tea every 6 months, or if I need it, like if
Yeah.
we're going out, like if we're going out with some friends or some shit like that, and it's like, who are we going out with? Oh, those guys are boring.
Need some tea.
Drinking tea. All right, I'll be Dean. And everyone can just be like, oh, what happened to your husband? Why is he like that?
Why is he so
Because he
amped up?
hates all of you and he just doesn't
This is-
want to be here.
This is Caffeine Dean.
This is Caffeine Dean. And then sometimes I don't, so I can not be Caffeine Dean. I can just sit in the corner like,
Well,
yeah. So, all right. So mint, we've decided, is totally a December thing. So,
Yeah.
and it's all Candy Cane's fault.
Candy Cane's fault.
That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. All right. So let's talk about this movie. RIPD 2.
Yeah.
Was there anything you liked about it? Let's just start with that.
Well, so I didn't really want to watch it.
Understandable.
And I was like, we already agreed to it, so I will watch it.
Yep.
Then I started watching and I was like, okay. I mean, it's not horrible.
Mm-mm.
It's not great.
Mm-mm.
But, it's like, yeah, it was an hour and 45 minutes. And
yeah,
I watched them do some things. And
you know what it reminded me of?
What?
Me of is a lot of the movies that came out in like the late 80s, early 90s that were just like, hey, you know what? We got a budget of like nothing.
Yeah.
We're going to make a movie. We got 2 good actors. Well, okay, we got 1 good actor.
Right.
And we got a bunch of nobodies. And what do you guys think? You want to do this? I mean, we got an okay plot. Like we got enough money for like, I don't know, 10 minutes of special effects.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use them really cautiously. We got some good scenes, some like good location shots. We don't really have to build a lot of stuff, lots of sets. We can just like we all this shit's already made, so we're good there. What do you think, man? Everybody in? Yeah, let's do it. Over a weekend they shot a movie and edited it, and it was like, yeah, you know what?
That's exactly what it felt like.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't the first one. The first one, they're like, we got millions of dollars. We got Jeff Bridges. Fuck, let's make this.
The first one was kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you had Ryan Reynolds and
Jeff
who else?
Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. Yeah. So it's like, it was gonna be funny.
Well, it was like Men in Black for dead people.
Right. But I will say this: like, if you told me today, like, you either when this show's over, you have to watch RIPD 2 again or 6 Underground. Like, I'm gonna pick RIPD 2.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't terrible.
Right? Yeah.
They didn't. What I liked about this movie is that everything. Now, this is not a movie I'm saying go out and watch, but what makes this movie watchable is the fact that from start to finish, they never tried to do anything that wasn't within the budget of the movie. And by budget, I mean every aspect of it, like character development, money, plot line. Like there was nothing that was just like, we're going to swing for the fences with this. No.
Yeah.
They had 5 people playing baseball, 1 guy at bat, a pitcher, and 1 on each base. And they were like, just keep it inside this square.
We got 1 home run in us, and it's the end when you see all the monster or the demons or whatever they are.
Whatever they are.
The deados.
Yeah, dumb names.
That was so stupid.
That was the one thing I was like, you guys, I'm sure you could have done better.
That's the only thing that annoyed me about the whole movie.
And that might have been something from the first
one. That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah. RIPD 1 was hard to watch. This one wasn't as bad. Like, it wasn't as cheeky. It wasn't as stupid. It was okay. It was just okay. I didn't feel insulted about it. It was just like, shit, it was all right. But that's what
Yeah.
it reminded me of an old like 80s or 90s movie that was like it could be made for TV or it could be in the theater.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, this is like it's like a Lifetime movie.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a Lifetime movie, but
Well,
doing
it's
other
like
things.
what TV movies used to be
Yeah.
before they
Right, right,
started putting millions of dollars into TV movies.
right. Yeah. Yeah, and it was okay. I mean, the plot was what it was, and it was similar to the first one. You have don't even remember the guy's name. He's a sheriff. He
Oh,
gets
well,
killed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah, the
Bridges
Jeff
was the
Bridges
old guy.
scene.
Ryan Reynolds was the new guy.
But in the second one, I can't even remember the new guy's name.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That was part of the joke of the movie was his name was so terrible.
Oh, right. And he was
Yeah.
calling him
His name was like Earl or Ed or some stupid shit like
yeah,
that.
something
It
like
didn't
that.
matter. It didn't
I did.
matter.
I laughed one time in the movie, and it's in the
Yeah.
very beginning when the guy first gets overtaken, and he's like, "What in tarnation?" And that just like I don't know why, but that tickled me.
Is Yosemite Sam here? The rootin' tootin' shooting machine over here.
Oh,
Dang,
and I had to watch this right after I got home from work to have time to finish it before the show. So I'm laying on the couch like I'm kind of tired,
Yeah.
And right off the bat, dude's like, "What in tarnation?" He's floating in there, and yeah, it just tickled the hell out of me, man. I don't know why.
I mean, there again, it was a movie. I mean, I think the most standout parts were, like in the original movie, they didn't look like themselves, so they kept cutting between the two. So you
Right,
have he and Joan of Arc, his partner, were two black ladies.
yeah,
And it's like if life isn't hard enough being dead,
right.
we're gonna come back as two black ladies. You guys know where we're at?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was you telling her. He's like, "Don't." He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, do you understand like what's gonna happen to us?
Yeah. Is life not hard enough? I mean,
Right.
Jesus. Yeah. That to me was the like,
Yeah.
oh wow, they went there. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, Roy Cephas.
Yeah.
Is his name. Something like that.
That's terrible. Terrible name.
Yeah.
Terrible name. But no, there it was like one of those things where I got done watching it. I was like, I'm not mad at it. I don't think I would ever watch it any other way than having it as an assignment. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, we watched it. That's how I felt. I was like, I mean, it had enough things to keep me entertained. I wasn't struggling to find something else to look at, and it was like, okay,
it moved.
Like every 2 or 3 minutes, that gave you something like, oh shit, okay, now they're doing.
Yeah, there was no bunch of stupid backstory shit that you had to figure out. It was, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was like that typical 80s movie that it's like there is nothing past these two characters. Like you found out she was Joan of Arc, and it was like they had that was
the big reveal, and it was just like that. Like
and then there was like that one scene where she was walking through a castle, and you're just like,
yeah,
oh okay.
I do like that the whole thing to defeat was the tears of Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny too.
Yeah, and she had to do a somersault and drop him directly down the center. Yeah,
directly in the middle. That's very important.
Yeah.
Don't know why. It's just a part of the rules.
Yeah, it's just the rules. You gotta do what the rules say.
And it's just like that's how this movie is. Like you guys get it. Like
Mm-hmm.
They know. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Sure.
Yeah, and it's just there's just got to be just enough tears left over that I can put in the shotgun and kill the guy.
And to add a what do you call him? He had a funny like a little
stupid name for his weapon, but that wasn't her though. That was the shotgun. So.
No, I'm talking about the guy. Add
a bear. Add a boy.
Astra something, yeah. But
I don't know, the third servant of Lucifer or some shit like that. It's like don't care, don't need to know.
Yeah,
he's all right. He did his thing. Boom, guy's dead. All right, cool.
Exactly. Yeah,
happy ending.
And it wasn't a show, so I just had to watch it once and it's done.
Yeah. No shit.
Unlike Andor.
All right, so I finished that. Okay. So in the last 2 weeks, my life has been utterly depressing because the only thing I've had time to do is watch RIPD 2 and the last 2 episodes of Andor. So I was like, this sucks. I miss traveling just so I can watch TV.
So, yeah.
You know, it's like, damn it, I need to go out of town so I can watch some
Oh,
movies. You know, it's like,
So is it a
shit.
recommend? Is it a recommend or is it worth
Andor,
it? Yeah.
oh God.
Is there a point where I could just jump in and
Yeah, you could watch like the last 3 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I might do like a YouTube explainer and then like for the first whatever, like what
so
the
if
hell
you
happened?
want, okay, so on it, okay, if you want, okay, so there's a YouTube channel called New Rock Stars.
Yeah.
Okay. And they do a really good job of breaking down each episode. Okay. So they take like each episode and give you the 15 minutes of all the important stuff that you need to know about that episode.
Yeah.
And that's it. And to me, I'll watch the episode and then I'll go watch that and go, oh, that makes sense. So you could probably watch the New Rock Stars talking about it and have a way better experience than watching the thing. Because to me, like, I thought it was boring. Like, this is another one of those, like, this is 10 episodes of backstory.
That's what I got. I got 20 minutes in the first episode. I was like, man, this is tough.
It is. The first episode was, I watched the first 5 episodes on an airplane. Yeah. So I wasn't going anywhere.
Like, this is what I downloaded. This is what I
Yes, exactly. So I struggled through it. I think that's the only reason why I stuck with it, because like it's one of those things where it's like, this is so loose around Star Wars that the Star Wars tack to this is Mon Mothma. Okay.
Oh,
and the thing is most people don't even know who Mon Mothma is, other than to say, if you saw the first Star Wars, she was the like the princess or the queen style character that says, many Bothans died to get this information to us. And that was what
died.
Huh?
And they're telling you about the story of the ones that died to get the information.
Well, actually, we never get to see the Bothans die because they die before the next movie, Rogue One. Right. So, like, Andor is the guy from Rogue One that comes in and, you know, becomes like the savior for the girl. So it's like, okay, because the Rogue One was kind of the story of her, and then he just kind of shows up and he's already this badass with this 7-foot tall robot, and you're kind of like, oh, where did this guy come from? Like, how come he's so cool? Oh, I have an idea. Let's make a 20-part TV series showing us why Andor is so awesome. And it's like, oh, he's not cool. He just stumbles through life very well. You know?
He's like Mr. Magoo.
He's a little better than Mr. Magoo, but same basic concept. He's like, you know, he's like, luck is on his side, but it's not. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, he's skillful but not lucky. You know, it's like, yeah, he's a survivor, but it's like you just sit there and you're like, what the hell? Slumberland didn't. Oh yeah, Slumberland. I saw that one too. It's like, man, that one looked interesting.
Yeah, I haven't.
But I think the best. Okay, so the best part, the big reveal at the end of Andor, to me, which was funny, is like because there's a scene where they're in jail, and you're trying to figure out what the frick are these guys making? Like, what is so important that these guys are making? Like, that they're just like killing these guys to make these things. Yeah. And at the end, you finally get to see what it is, and it's the dish for the Death Star. Sorry, spoilers. Sorry. It's, you know, but I mean, who cares? It's just like, but you're like, because you're just sitting there going, why did they have to put this prison scene in here? Because it really serves no purpose. Like, it's
it's the dish with the hole with the 1 weak spot in the Death Star.
Well, not the dish isn't where that was the ring around it that had but that's a whole nother. But that guy built it, like the Rogue One, he built it with that flaw in it. So if anyone was ever capable, like, he designed it knowing that if this would happen, it would blow it up. So, but no, there are these arms that are designed to build the pieces that hold the big laser dish together. So honestly, the special feature at the end is like the whole thing, because it's like the Death Star above the planet from Rogue One, like, or whatever it is, and they're building it's like it's a blown out piece of the Death Star because it's in space and shit just floats. And
Yeah.
they're building the whole thing to put it into the finished Death Star. And I was like, oh damn, that looks cool.
I watched the whole series for you.
I watched the whole series for this last 2 minutes of shit. Wow. That's why I said you can watch the last 3 episodes and you're good. The rest of the shit doesn't. It's like, it's like, who's Andor? Here's the things are who Andor is. Here's some badass shit that he does. Okay. Here's him going to jail because we need to show a story about how we're going to build the Death Star. Why? I don't know, because we need to. Because he's going to steal the plans for it. So, he has to have some interest in it. That's something that he made actually went into building the Death Star. Yeah. And then how does he become a rebel? Well, here's that. So it's like these 4 pieces that they just kind of piece together, and you're just going, At the other end of Bad Batch was the strangest movie next. Huh.
So I have been watching.
Yes, what have you been watching?
We've been watching The Watcher. So we're watching 1 episode a week.
Nice.
It's good. I think it would be better if we just like watched them all at once. But they only get 1 day off a week, so we do.
No, and it's nice too because it just kind of, it gives you something to look forward to. I miss that.
And it's like a whodunit. So there is so many like you're thinking, and they're flipping it left and right. You're thinking it's these people. No, these people aren't here. It's something happens to these people. Well, now these people are back, and it's just a bunch of that. So I have no clue who's doing the watching. So I'm curious to get that to a conclusion and figure out what's going on with that. But pretty happy with it so far.
That's cool.
Outside of that, I've been watching 1883. I'm on the final episode. It starts off slow. I didn't really get into it until the 2nd episode. And then once I started seeing things happen, I think it's really good. It's probably as good as Yellowstone.
Really?
But it just takes a little more to get into.
Right.
Coming from Yellowstone. I think someone that didn't come from Yellowstone get into it easy. But it's only 10 episodes.
Well, that's
so
good, though.
If anyone wanted to like sample Yellowstone, but in the past, like the 1800s where there was real cowboys and Indians, it's probably a good starting point.
And Yellowstone just started back up again, I think.
Yellowstone started back up. That's why I wanted to finish this until I got back into Yellowstone.
Gotcha. I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah. If you haven't watched any Yellowstone, I feel like it's going to be hard to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tulsa King. I know. I'm dying to watch that. That's the new Sylvester Stallone movie or TV series.
So Cassie is a huge Sylvester Stallone fan, and that's on her list of we need to watch next. So
yeah, that's like, is that a week to week? Or are they giving us the whole thing?
Is that on HBO Max?
No, it's on like Paramount Plus or something.
I don't know.
I think it's a week to week.
Yeah,
because they do week to week.
She was going to start that, and I was like, hold up, let's finish the one show. Let's get this one done, and then we'll go to the next one.
Yeah. So I will probably wait until it's over.
Yeah.
And so that I can just sit up one Saturday night and just watch it till way early in the morning Sunday and be like, oh,
dude, I've got so many shows that I watched just a couple episodes of. I need to finish. Still haven't finished the one with the Sandman. And I got into it and I like it, but I haven't got to finish it yet. Oh yeah, week to week does suck. We'll just wait. Yeah. But I started Halo. I liked what I've seen of it. Haven't got to finish it.
Fernando's even watched that twice. Jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
And
because his son loves.
Yeah, I mean it looks pretty good. But
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and there's another show that I need to finish. So I didn't want to start another one, but Tulsa King is on the list too.
Yeah, I mean you kind of have to. I apologize. I keep yawning. I just this week is killing me. And next week isn't going to be any better. It's so sad.
It's getting worse.
I know it's going to get worse. I've been really looking forward to watching Tulsa Kings. It's like, damn it, man. I mean, I want to watch the first episode just to kind of get the like.
Right.
Then
like,
I also know.
I don't know what it's truly about. Is it like a Sopranos type situation?
all I've seen is the trailer, and you're just kind
Yeah.
of like, I
Dean,
don't
fill
know.
us in the comments if you.
I mean, he's a mobster, and he has to move to Tulsa, Oklahoma, for whatever
It
reason.
seems like a new Sopranos. Maybe not
Yeah,
exactly like the Sopranos, but
right. Yeah.
something in that vein, which may be
So
good.
another thing that came out today was the new trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Does it look good?
Looks really good.
I'll watch it. I like all the Guardians
I
Galaxy
like the
movies.
Guardians.
They're stupid, but I liked them.
Did you go see any like Black Adam or Black Panther?
I
Not
watched Black Adam.
Yeah, what did you think of that?
I thought it was fun. It it wasn't like super great, but I thought it was fun. It was fun. We went and seen it at theater, which gives it an edge. But yeah.
Yeah. He gets sent to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Is it set in the 70s, 80s, 90s?
I think it's now because
now.
I think it's now because there's like because like when I watched the preview, they were talking like he goes into a weed shop and like it's legal, bro.
Oh, okay, then it's got to be now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit.
He's trying to be all undercover
Now.
with it. It's like,
Well, he's 25 years. He hasn't been in the public. He doesn't know what the
Right.
hell he's doing. So
Yeah.
it's probably part comedy, if anything.
Dude, I got a personal story about that.
Okay.
So one of Cassie's uncles was in prison since he was like 19.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
So he gets out. He's like 40. So I don't know how long he was in there, but he's like in his 40s.
Okay.
He gets out. We pick him up. Go to a gas station. He wants to get a Coke. He hasn't had a fountain Coke. He's had Cokes in bottles or whatever.
Right.
He's like, how do I scoop the ice? Like, where'd I scoop the ice? There's no ice scoop. He's like, bro, you like put your cup under the ice thing and like push it. He's like, huh? So that was just one of many things, but that's one that right off the bat, he couldn't figure out how to get ice because he comes with a cup of Coke.
Yeah.
No ice.
Yeah, because you used to have the scoop and you'd put it in
Right.
and, oh, yeah, man. Or you'd have the tray that you'd slide back, scoop it in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's funny. I mean, I was walking through, we were walking, I think we were in the Cosmopolitan, and they had a cigarette vending machine. Like an old school cigarette vending machine.
Dude, I seen one when I was in Vegas last time.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is wild.
I stopped and I was like, dude, is this? And it wasn't a new vending machine.
Yeah.
That was the weird thing. It wasn't like they made a new cool one with all
No.
that cool. It was literally like old school
with the pull knobs.
Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah, that's exactly. That's one like
I said, is this thing real? I mean, it may have had a credit card piece on it, which I thought was funny, but I was like, because I mean, who could pay?
You should have took a picture of that. You should have took a picture of that.
I was just like, what the frick? I
mean,
like,
isn't this illegal? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was like, how in the hell? It just totally threw me off. I mean, but there again, that's the thing in Vegas, though. I mean, anytime you look around, you're just like, what? Oh, it's Vegas.
Oh, and they still have some smoking sections in the restaurants.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude, that also threw me off because I'm sitting.
Well, yeah, I know they do because you can smoke while you're gambling, and it's just like that does with the dry air, the filtered air, and then the cigarette smoke. I'm just finally getting back to where I can breathe like how I normally would.
Yeah.
Because it's like and then the sucky thing is like coming back into our dry season.
Yeah.
So it was like we work our way into that, but then because like daylight savings and all that time kind of happened all at the same time we were gone, so I didn't get affected by it because like we literally came back and it was like daylight savings time. We're like, I'm already screwed up anyway, so whatever. Another hour isn't gonna hurt us.
Yeah.
But like no, man, just couldn't get the. Yeah. What is a DSP, dude? What is a downloadable file? What is a FLAC file?
Exactly.
I know what a FLAC jacket is.
Like it's the weekend. Y'all want to go to Blockbuster?
Yeah, they didn't have Blockbuster back then either. I still, dude. Have you haven't started that yet? Have you?
Blockbuster? No, but it looks funny.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious. I loved it. I enjoyed the shit out of that. I mean, dude, as soon as I turned it on, I was like, Guess I know I'm gonna be for the next 6 or 7 hours. Hot damn.
Yeah.
Probably 8 hours. And they're like, "You're so stupid." I was like, "It's Christmassy. It's got Christmas in it. It's good."
Yeah, like Die Hard. What Christmas movies are on your list? Like, I think we're gonna watch a Christmas Story Christmas for next week.
Yeah, I mean, I want to watch that, but I mean, you mean like classic Christmas crap?
Yeah.
I mean, we've already watched The Grinch. Like that was on like while we were decorating the house. Like she had that on. I'm sure at some point. I mean, really, if you think about it, there's like 3 Christmas movies. There's
what about It's a Wonderful Life?
No.
Dude, my mom forced us to watch that every year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hate this movie.
I've never actually watched the whole movie because I don't care.
Yeah.
Every
it's
time
like
a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Like when you actually watch it and you're like, damn, this is like a really sad story for a Christmas movie.
Yeah. I'm okay. So like, yes, I agree. Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie.
Right.
Lethal Weapon 1 is definitely a Christmas movie. I probably won't watch either one of them, although I know at some point I'll watch some Die Hard because they play that all the time in December. So
oh,
it took like 36 minutes. Not bad. Wow. So I'll watch bits and pieces of Die Hard if it's on, but I'm not gonna be like.
You're not just gonna sit down and watch Die Hard.
I'm not gonna sit down, and I can't sit down and watch Home Alone. Like.
I like Home Alone, but I don't know that I would actually sit down and watch it either.
I mean,
unless somebody hasn't seen it. Like if I know somebody hasn't seen it, then yeah.
And like Vacation, Christmas Vacation.
That's one you just watch passively.
Yes, if it's, and I kind of feel that way about A Christmas Story. Like I know I've watched it enough to where it's like if it starts, like I could start it one day, and then 2 days later come back and watch the other half and be like, I saw the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch a Charlie Brown's Christmas and I'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because I always do. And I think it's wonderful. So like, it's like I could put that on sometime in December and I will be like, and I'll just be like, oh, and it's only like 20 minutes long, which is funny.
Yeah.
But
I like that. I like the music.
Yeah. I have the CD.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? But yeah, so like Christmas Vacation, I just, there's
I'll watch it just passively. It's not, I'm not seeking it.
I want to see Violent Night. Yeah, that's a weird one. That has Hopper from he plays Santa Claus. That I don't really understand the premise of the movie, but I've seen the trailers like passively on and off, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know if it's supposed to be scary or just violent, but maybe.
Yeah. Right. I like Elf. I think that one's fun. That one's fun. And
the only problem, like for me, the only problem with Elf is I feel like Elf gets kind of long sometimes.
Yeah.
Like there's certain scenes that are in Elf you just kind of want to fast forward through because they're like, all right,
yeah,
office scene. Yeah. Oh, kids, it's like, oh, there's throwing snowballs. This is funny.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get the Game of Thrones short guy in here because my two best guys can't write a thing. Okay, that makes sense. So sometimes there's scenes in Elf where it's just like, can we move this?
There is, yeah. There's definitely those. You know what? Want to know an underrated Christmas movie?
What's that?
Jingle All the Way.
You talking Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
With Sinbad?
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched that in a long time.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It is a funny movie. Yeah.
I mean, because it's yes. I mean, it's what it was. I mean, that was the Teddy Ruxpin of the day where it was like, what are you going to do to get your kid this present?
Exactly.
That's back when you actually had to go to a retail store to buy a present. You didn't have to just go, oh, I need to, hold on.
You didn't have to wait up to midnight and try to be the first one to hit buy now.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, but, so what, now there's 3 Grinches.
There's another one?
Well, there's three original. There's three Grinches. So you have the
Yeah.
original cartoon, you have the Jim Carrey, and then you have the Cumberbatch cartoon.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I've watched the other one, but I just never. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Another show that they watch all the time that is on Disney Network that they did was called Prep and Landing. It was this little where they had two little elves that they just do these like Disney shorts that are all like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
Which are pretty fun. Gremlins.
I like Gremlins as a Christmas movie.
Does Gremlins hold up though?
No, it doesn't, but it's still fun.
Is it though?
Yeah. The first one, it's funny. It's just like it's not scary at all. It's funny.
No,
it's like
why would
ridiculous.
it be? But
yeah,
I don't. I would have to see if I could sit through Gremlins again because I haven't watched it and probably and I loved it when I was a kid. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. But I haven't watched like nothing with Gremlins in probably 20 years. So
I don't think it's a sit down and watch it unless you really are determined to watch Gremlins.
Yeah. So it would have to be like you walk in and it's 30 minutes into it and you got like an hour. You're just gonna be like, there's nothing else on. See, but that's hard now if you think about it because like
there's always something.
Well, it's not even that, but it's like the intent. Like, okay, there's so many other things that you can put your attention towards. Like, I'll see Haley turn something on and literally pull out her phone and do something on her phone for the next hour, and you're just like, why is the TV on? Like, why do we have a TV? Like, you guys don't watch it. You literally have it on to watch your phones. Like, I'm confused. You know, like she'll be sitting there with the TV on, have her iPad in front of her, earbuds in, and her phone out. Oh, you have 3 screens in front of you. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Just multitasking, bro.
I mean, it was like a bitch, man. Holy crap. You know, it's like, damn. Like, okay. Like, I have a hard time just trying to remember what did I tie my shoes? Shit. You know?
Exactly.
And they're over there, like, watching 3 different things. The Santa Claus.
I like Santa Claus.
I like Santa Claus, too. I haven't watched the new one. Apparently, there's already some hate on the new one that just came out because there's like some weird, it's Disney, so,
There's a new one?
Yeah, the new one just came out. It's only on Disney Plus. And hey, speaking of
is Tim Allen on it?
Tim Allen is in it. Yep.
That may be why I hate it. I don't know.
No. Okay. So all right. So listen, man. All right. So the CEO gets fired, right? We know that.
Yeah.
So they bring back Bob Iger as CEO, who's probably one of the most loved CEOs of all time for Disney.
Yeah.
So there's probably a reason for the way some of these Disney things have been.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably going to change.
Yeah.
Because like here in Florida, that guy went head to toe with DeSantis.
Oh, right.
It's like, why would you do that? Like this guy is like crazy and everyone wants him to be the next president because he's not as crazy as the other crazy guy that wants to be president. So, that we're not going to get into that. But I mean, that alone would have been like, hey, why is he going at it with the governor, man? Just
chill, bro.
Chill, man. Like, goddamn, what's wrong with you? You're just sell mouses and have cool rides for us to do. Like, stay the fuck out of politics. Shit. Pay your employees more. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I didn't know they had enough. I love the first Santa Claus. I thought they got convoluted as they went out. I just like the premise of it that it's someone had a genius idea. Whoever, I don't know who created it, maybe Disney. Someone's sitting there like, you know what? I bet you they never thought of Claus as a Santa Claus. Yeah. And then boom, they make 5 movies or whatever it is from it.
Yeah. And it kept getting better. Or it kept getting worse. But it's one of those things where it's like I feel like there's like I could sit down, like if I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Which will never happen. But I could watch 1 through 3 right in a row and be
like 2 and 3 are going to be like our RIPD 2. It's like it was cool. Like but actually I think they're better than RIPD 2.
Oh yeah.
But it's the same thing.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
I
God,
haven't watched
no.
that in forever, man.
No, I honestly don't think I watched it when it came out.
Yeah.
Um, what was it? Hey Earl. What
Yeah.
was he saying?
It
Christmas with
was
the Cranks. That
yeah.
was okay. Like
Yeah, I thought
Christmas
that
with
was
the
good.
Cranks was funny.
Four Christmases I thought was pretty good. Fred Claus I didn't like as much.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I watched the 4 Christmases or whatever that was.
Yeah, it's kind of like a romantic comedy type thing.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
so
lost me.
yeah.
Oh wait, maybe I don't. Did it have Anna Kendrick in it? I feel like she's in every little
Maybe.
romance crappy. She was in some Christmas movie I've never watched, but it's been like
Yeah.
on, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Dude, you want to know under the radar Christmas movie that hit me like a couple years ago?
Which one?
It's one on Netflix with Kurt Russell. So and they've made 2 of them. Like he wrecks his sleigh and 2 kids help him.
Yes.
That's a pretty good Christmas movie. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it's like Santa something or
Yeah. It's something.
I never watched it, but yeah. It was on my list of things to do, but then I never. What about the Polar Express?
I love Polar Express. I know a lot of people hate it.
Really?
But a lot of people hate the Polar Express. I just loved it from when I was a kid.
Why would you hate the Polar Express?
Dude, like the hot chocolate song. Hot chocolate.
Dude, everything. Dude.
Yeah.
So Christmas
Dean,
Chronicles.
He come in the clutch, yeah.
Christmas
Chronicles.
So Haley loved it, like all Christmas things. She's real easy. So I don't know. It was right before COVID. So I want to say like 2017, 2018. You know, they always have the Polar Express train rides that you can do in December. So they have one here in Florida, in the middle of freaking Florida somewhere, like just north of Orlando.
Yeah.
And so it was like a 2.5 hour drive to get there. And so her and her crazy friend that's in the Boring Life every now and then, Clarissa, they dressed up in their pajamas and we all drove out there and did the Polar Express.
Dude, I would do it. I'll dress in my pajamas.
Oh, dude, they had a blast because they're like people come up and they're singing the hot chocolate and everyone gets hot chocolate and you know they have the
if they have someone do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was I had a blast. It was fun. You know, everyone was in a good mood. It was cold. Yeah. You know, it was perfect. It was like, yeah, this is fun. Yeah.
You know what? The Polar Express to me like captures the magic of being a kid. Like you lose this at some point, but when you're a kid, you can't go to sleep at night.
No,
you're like, you're
Christmas? Stressed out, man. Oh,
it's like you're amped up, and it's like, oh, dude, you're so excited. You got the butterflies, and I think Polar Express kind of captures that. Just a little snippet of what it's like to still be a kid and have that feeling. It's like a feeling you rarely get as an adult.
No, and you lose as an adult. I mean, you totally lose because, but that's the thing. I mean, you can choose like Haley chooses to just hold on to whatever it is that you know. It's like so every year, it's like we do a lot of the same shit just because you know to her this is what Christmas is. You know, she knows it's fake. She knows that it's whatever you know whatever lies we tell. She doesn't care. It's all about the tradition. It's all about the magic that makes her feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And I feel like that's, you know, and people that don't like Christmas and hate the holidays, it's fine, man. It's okay. It's not what it's about. It's not. It doesn't have to be everything for everyone. And that's one of those things that it's like it's okay. It's just another day of the week for a lot of people. But for everyone else, like for us, we're big Christmas people. And it was funny because I posted my Hat Sunday picture.
Yeah.
And you know, and I you know, put like if Santa needs to get, you know, whatever. And someone wrote some stupid ass shit like, you know, Santa and Satan are the same person and the letters are the same. And it just I'm like,
my God. Stand down.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, dude, I mean, listen, like it's okay. It's like you can like what you like and I can like what I like. And it's okay. We can still be well, I'm not gonna be friends with you just because you're weird as shit.
Right.
But like it's
okay, like some people love Halloween like that.
Oh yeah.
I like Halloween. I don't love it like that, but
no,
I can see why people do, and I'm not hating on them. You know, it's like, oh,
dude, Matthew, our buddy Matthew at Audio Control is a Halloween like dude, he does Halloween, like he sets up a whole thing. He did it for like 3 days.
Dang.
Like he had tours of his thing for, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like he
Yeah.
had people coming from all over the place to walk through his haunted house. And I
I've
was like,
always wanted to do that. That is one thing I've always wanted to make, like a haunted house for kids. I don't know
yeah,
why. I just
yeah.
feel like it'd be fun.
Yeah, he was all into that shit. And I was like, dude,
Yeah.
that's cool. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Haley likes, I don't like Halloween. I have
Yeah.
absolutely no use for it. I don't care. It does nothing for me. But I'm not going to deny anyone else the pleasure of
Yeah.
whatever it might bring for them because,
You're not gonna go
you
shit
know,
on someone's doorstep and be like, "Hey, you like
no,
Halloween? I hate
no,
Halloween.
no,
Did you know
exactly.
Halloween is Satan's night?"
Yeah, no. It's like you can do whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah, New Orleans. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I honestly, it is kind of weird animation, but there again, it was just
Right.
whatever it was at the time. The story is still solid.
Yep.
But yeah, if you ever get the opportunity to do the train ride, usually it's some little group that puts it on and they pretend and it's whatever. It's
I would like to do it. So I think we have a train that goes about a 45-minute up north from
Yep.
where we are. And
Yeah.
I think that they do that because they run that
Yeah.
train year round.
Yeah,
So
so it's
I
like
think
they
it'd be
just
fun.
run up to a place, usually at
Yeah.
the very end when you get to the North Pole, like there's usually like decorations out the window and they have
Yeah.
big signs that says North Pole and all this other. It's kind of cheesy and you're like, whatever. And there's people waving like, hey, elves and shit, and then they go back the other way. You're like,
Yeah.
okay,
So
this is
one
cool.
thing that I've wanted to do that we haven't got to do for Christmas is we often go up after Christmas to my wife's brothers in Pennsylvania. They have a place called Dutch Wonderland. It's like a Christmas Wonderland area.
I
And
bet.
usually what happens is my wife and Bailey and them go with my brother-in-law's wife and their kids, and then
Right.
we usually do something else, like
Right.
whatever. One time we went and seen a WWE match. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to see, like, dude, I'm going to see WWE. I'm not going to Dutch Wonderland. Like, if this is even a choice,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
We'd be
I
going
would
to
like,
Dutch Wonderland.
yeah. But I want to do that, and we're actually going to go to Pennsylvania after Christmas this year.
Oh, very
again.
nice.
My plan is because Kyle and his girlfriend, they want to go to Manhattan again, which is it's a nightmare to get there.
Oh yeah.
So, and we've been there a few times, but we haven't got to see everything. So
I
plan,
would assume not.
My plan is to like rent a hotel this time for one night. Go early in the morning. It's a 2-hour drive from where they live.
Right.
2.5, something like that. Go early in the morning one day, stay the night, leave the next afternoon sometime or next evening. But we haven't. I want to see like the Plaza Hotel, like where they shot Home Alone.
Yeah,
we haven't got to be Central Park yet.
Nice.
We haven't got to do those kind of things. Like we've done the Apple Store, we've done the big toy store. I forget what it's called.
FAO Shorts.
FAO Shorts. We done that. The kids got to play on the piano, dance on the piano, the big piano, like out the big and all that.
Right.
So we want to do the other stuff now that we haven't got to do.
Oh, very cool.
So I think it'll be fun. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hotels are ridiculously expensive. I'm going to get it on a Wednesday because it's going to be close to New Year's Eve.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So I want to get it on. I want to get on that Wednesday. New Year's Eve is on a Friday or Saturday.
Sunday night. Oh, New Year's Eve, Saturday night.
Yeah. So if I get it on that Wednesday, I can get a hotel in Manhattan for like $500 on the cheap.
Damn.
That's the cheap end, but it's still. I think it's like a Crown Plaza. It's still like a nice hotel.
Right.
They have regular 2-queen bed, $1,900.
Oh yeah.
So
that week.
Yeah.
They know why you're there, man.
Yeah, we're there.
It's a once in a lifetime. You're gonna pay us, motherfucker.
Exactly. The Apple Store is cool though. I like the Apple Store because it's all glass. It's all glass and everything's underneath.
Yeah.
That part I thought was cool. And then Madison Square Garden, that was cool. Kyle's like, we got to get, because last time I think we got hot dog, like New York hot dogs. We didn't get the pizza. He's like, oh, we got to get Ray's Original or whatever. I was like, hey, if it's like within walking distance, okay, but I'm not searching it out because there's like 50 Ray's Originals. He's like, no, we got to go to the main one. I was like, all right. I was like, you plan it out. Well, I was like, I'll tell you right now, we're walking. We ain't We ain't
Right.
driving nowhere.
Right.
So
Yeah. Wow.
no.
That's
So that's
crazy.
the plan. Should be fun.
Yeah. No, we're just doing normal shit like we did like it's the Disney's Very Merry Christmas last weekend.
Yeah.
So they love doing that shit. We got a bag full of cookies, so that I've been like we've got like 100 cookies.
Dang.
So it's like, all right, well, I'll
Yeah.
be eating cookies all month. And then this weekend we're going to Ice, which is at the Gaylord.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have the big ice sculptures and stuff that you go see. So that ought to be fun. Yeah. So, and then there's one other thing they want to do if we have time, which we get those. I can't remember what they're called, but they take the Rays baseball indoor stadium and they build this giant Christmas maze in it. And they do one in Vegas too. It's the same company, and they have like you go on like there's an indoor skating rink, and you have to go through like you go on like a hunt, you know, where you find giant light structures, and I don't know. I don't know. They have fun, walk around. They play Christmas music and twinkly lights and all this other stuff. Last year we took the kid, and that was fun chasing a at the time 2-year-old around the place, and he just wants to just go 100 miles an hour through everything. You're just like, okay, I'm tired. You know, it's driving Haley nuts because she's like, he's screwing up my tradition. You know, you're like
he's ruining Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. He's a 2-year-old. He just wants to play, man.
Yeah.
Relax.
You gotta have one of those, like the dog leash for kids.
Well, I mean, he's a kid. They just want to go. It's like lights. Let's go touch. Let's go do everything. You know, and of course, that was still COVID shit, so you had to wear a mask. That sucked.
Dude,
but
I'm so glad it's over.
Yeah. Well,
you may come back.
I don't know if it's over, but it's like,
we just like knock on some wood, or
yeah, we just don't care anymore. Whatever. But so we're gonna watch a Christmas Carol story.
Yeah,
something like that. Christmas, the one on HBO.
A Christmas story. Yeah,
Christmas story is the plan for next week. So for those of you guys that want to watch that, it's part 2.
I might watch it outside in the cold with that little projector. We got a
fire.
We bought a fire pit, so a metal one, so we could do that. Yeah,
morning.
We'll see.
We have a fire pit, but it's a propane one.
Hey, so it's still fire.
Oh, it is, and it doesn't get super cold here. But what I want to get is one of those big silver ones that are like the smokeless ones. That like that, you know. And it's like
I like the tall ones that just radiate heat, like that they use at restaurants.
Yeah, but I like the flame. I like to burn shit.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
We're dudes, right? I mean,
yeah. So we bought the propane one just because it was like I didn't want the mess of it, and it's like I mean, it's not like it's teens ever here to where like a big bonfire would be great,
right?
But you know, it's also like you can do it when it's like 60 out, and it's like cool because it doesn't put off a shit ton of heat,
right?
But you know, and you can still do marshmallows. But I think I want to get something that'll like I can drop logs into and just like fire. You know,
that's what we got. They had it like on a Black Friday deal.
Nice.
The cat's like, should we get it? I was like, yeah, it's half off or whatever. It's like $40. Get it.
Oh yeah.
We'll put wood in there, and if it burns down, who cares? Like
so it doesn't burn the house down.
Right. Yeah. You just got to be far away from the house. But it was cold when we watched our last one, and now it's like legitimately cold here. So we need it because we didn't have it last time. So
it was funny last weekend. When I went running, it was last Friday. I went running, and Haley went with me, and one of the houses, they had a big one of those set up, and all the kids were out watching a movie, and I was like, she's like, did you figure out what movie it was? And I was like, no, I don't really care. I was running. But it was like there's this loop we run, you know, a couple miles on, and so I'll run with her those couple miles, and then she'll go home, and I'll just keep going until I hit my number. But yeah, it was pretty funny. So it was fun. Burn some shit.
We'll see. Hot chocolate, marshmallows, fire.
Yeah.
Good times.
Peppermint something or other.
You got it. It's December. I think it's into laws somewhere.
Yep. Peppermint. Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. That's the show for tonight. So thank you for watching. Like we said, we're going to watch the Christmas Story over on HBO Max. So if you have it, great. If you don't, well, it doesn't really matter because it's not like we're giving away a lot of secrets. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you for tuning in. And for all your girls' needs, head over to
Mega 69 Mega.
You guys have a great night, and we will see you next week. Bye.
See ya.